is Jessica from Emo Dollz, and this is our segment called Bands That Rock, where we talk to the underdogs, the unsigned, and the unknown. And today we have with us the Neverenders. They're more than just a Coheed Cambria tribute band. They are channeling the spirit in the lore. And yeah, so let's get into it, guys.
Hell yeah, let's go.
do it.
Okay, first things first, tell us your name and what you do in the band.
I am Nick, and I play guitar.
I'm Evan, and I play the drums.
Who's the biggest Coheed fan in the band?
Oh my god.
It's not me, and I don't mean that like I don't love them. I just don't know all the lore, and I don't have tattoos like that fresh ink that Evan just got there. So I want to say probably Larry. No, you're a diehard too, though.
Yeah, Larry musically is definitely like he's transcribed every single song of every instrument, like into MIDI. So he's definitely the musical savant. I think him and I had neck for neck on just like the overall fandom, because I don't think he knows the comic books either. I don't know the comic books.
No, but he collects everything.
Did you see my house?
I have seen your house. I spilt water in your house.
I put Atlas through college, dude. Like,
yeah, exactly.
I'm paying for that kid's whole tuition, you know?
Yeah.
If somebody hasn't heard Coheed Cambria before, what is the number one song that you would tell them to start with?
Oh, Dark Sentencer.
Oh, that's it.
There's three
man.
options. You could do Dark Sentencer, you could do Crossing the Frame, you could do Gravemakers and Gunslingers.
Those are three really good, diverse ones. Yeah. I mean, Favorite House is always a good intro because that's like their radio hit, and I feel like it's super accessible. But I also would say Gravemakers because it's kind of like almost more on the metal side, so you kind of pull a little bit more people over.
Okay.
So I would say Gravemakers and Gunslingers.
Solid.
All right, guys. What's the biggest challenge of being in a tribute band, especially one with as many loyal and lore-obsessed fans as Coheed?
I would say trying to authentically capture the songs, like how they're supposed to be played, while still being able to take some creative liberties, because, you know, like, we all have other influences other than Coheed, and it just kind of slips in when you're playing, you know, drums forever, guitar forever. So there's certain idiosyncrasies that I would typically, I don't think that's the right word, things I would want to do, nuances, that's what, we're on like 4 hours of sleep. For the last 3 days, we've been on 4 hours of sleep combined.
This is the last stop for them.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. We're going to
It
sleep
shows.
like babies tonight. No, it's basically staying authentic to the song while being able to put your own little things in there. I'd say that's the trickiest part.
Yeah, I'd have to kind of agree. And then, like, you know, the Coheed fandom has a certain expectation, I would say, for us to kind of like you said, capture the sound.
Yeah.
And like we do a pretty good job of like playing everything pretty much note for note. So I think they like that. And I would say the biggest thing that we always talk about is set list.
Yes.
Picking the right songs, because there's 10 Coheed albums and people want to hear deep cuts. Like the hardcore fans are like, all right, here's a Favorite House Atlantic again, great. We want to play like stuff you'll never hear live. So us discussing the set list is literally like a 5-hour phone
It's
call.
like a
signing.
boxing match sometimes.
Yeah, what we're gonna play squeeze into an hour and 15 minutes, 10 albums. So that's a big one.
So speaking of all of that, do you ever feel pressure to look the part, or is it more about capturing the vibe?
No.
It's actually funny you bring that up because
Not at all.
we just played a set last night at like their hometown venue, and we recreated the set that they played there last in 2002. And I kept joking around that we should like dress up like 20-year-old them and have like Nick do like a blowout.
Oh, that would have been fantastic.
Yeah, I'll wear like a polo and basketball shorts. Like,
Yeah.
So we were joking about that, like putting on wigs and shit. But no, I think that would be taking it a little too far.
It's a little much.
Yeah.
I have seen Evan in a wig.
I
You
have too,
have.
actually.
It looks pretty good though. I was thinking about wearing the emo wig this whole tour, but
Whole
would have
ghetto.
been too hot.
Give it eyeliner. You didn't do your nails.
He
this
did the
time.
nails. You had the eyeliner on last night.
I still have a little bit on probably right now. I'm the worst at getting eyeliner.
I haven't had a chance to paint my nails. No. So no, we don't.
All right, you're stranded on the SS Neverender. You have one Coheed member, one snack, and one instrument till help arrives. What are you choosing?
Wait, so one member,
One member, one snack,
one snack.
and one instrument that you have until help arrives to save you. What are you choosing?
Is it my personal instrument? Can I have anything?
Yeah, it can be anything.
Oh, wow. Okay, so it's going to be a... I'm going to...
Thank you.
All right.
That was
so
beautiful.
that's what's getting us off the boat. He's coming to rescue us.
Yeah.
I would hang with Travis because we just talk and jam guitar all day, and I'm really curious to see like how he plays some of these parts. I'd have a 1960s Les Paul Gold Top because I've been kind of dying for one of those Gold Tops. Just
Man
ask
is
these
obsessed.
guys.
He's obsessed with finding one.
Yeah. Snack?
Woo!
Ooh, I don't know. Probably just like goldfish. Something like really
snack.
simple, you know?
Okay.
I can just pick at it, like, you know, we're hitting
Alright.
guitars, I can just grab it real quick, you know? Something
You
simple.
need it all of it right away though. You're stranded. I feel like I would eat all the goldfish.
Well, it'd be like a Kirkland, like Costco.
Like what are those
Great.
giant
Yeah,
boxes?
the carton.
Exactly, yeah.
The giant carton of goldfish. I like
Oh
that.
man. Yeah, I would probably say Josh because we would nerd out about drums for a while, and then probably Cajon because that would be interesting to see how we play shit differently.
Yeah, yeah.
He plays it like when Josh plays Cajon when they do acoustic stuff. He like modifies it to be like more laid back.
Okay.
And like the way that we do it is like I try to play almost the exact drum part but on a box. So it's a little different. That would be a cool. And then I would say pizza. Does that count as a snack?
Sure.
Okay, because
I mean, any food really.
Pizza all day.
Now, speaking of the SS Neverender, are you guys playing officially, unofficially, or some like pirate sets?
No comment.
I'm gonna defer to Evan for that one. He no comments.
We don't know. No matter what, we will be playing on that boat, whether it's in the corner like we do on the Emo cruise.
Like a pirate thing.
Yeah. Or whether we're like renegade kind of thing,
Yeah.
or we're an official act. It's going to be one of the
Okay. Have you ever thought about writing and performing any original inspired by Coheed Universe songs, or is it strictly tribute territory?
Yes, and technically there's one on YouTube right now. If you go to Nick Perez Music and type in What Father of Make Believe by Coheed and Cambria probably sounds like, you can listen to it.
Yeah, we wrote an original trying to, like Nick does this thing on his YouTube channel where he'll like write an original song, like trying to guess what the song will be when it comes
basically,
out.
I see the title of it and I try to just stereotype it based off the title
Oh,
and like
I
what the band
that.
sounds like. Yeah,
I like that. That's fun.
Yeah, so and we're
We got
working
a
on some
couple.
stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, switch it up a little bit.
I like that. How long have you guys been playing together, and how often do you tour?
Well, I've been with them for a year now, just like a year and change.
Yeah, April, right?
And and this is my third tour with them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but they've been around since what, 21?
So since the first Neverender, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we started on there, and me and Larry have been playing together that long, and then Nick just came in about a year ago, and then Devin and Pete, this is their first time with us. Like we pretty much when we played Huntsville like 2 or 3 weeks ago, it was our first time ever meeting.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
First time ever meeting? You guys
Yeah.
hadn't even practiced together?
So Larry and I went down in February to Richmond, where Devin's from, and we jammed with him for a weekend.
Okay.
And then at the Irving Plaza release show, Pete met up with us because he's in Brooklyn.
Okay.
So we like.
So you guys are just spread out all over the country.
Yeah, it's kind of wild.
It's
Wow, from east to west coast.
Literally.
Literally. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So what was it like finding out that Coheed was digging what you guys were doing? That had to have been surreal.
Yeah, surreal's the way to put it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of trippy that they like it so much. Like, and thank God they do, because I don't like if they were even like, I don't know how I feel about that. We 100% wouldn't be doing this. Like,
Sure.
we have to
Right.
have their endorsement, or we're not going to do it.
Yeah.
And yeah, like when we were in Huntsville, we all went to the Coheed show over there, and Travis, the guitar player, like shouted us out. He's like, shout out to the Neverenders and Larry for being awesome. And it's like, we have.
That's a moment.
Yeah,
That was really
it's
cool.
That's
it's
a
really
moment.
trippy. It's awesome.
All right. What's your favorite city or venue you've played, and where do fans go the hardest?
Oh wow.
Milk Boy.
I mean, I'm inclined to say Milk Boy in
Yeah.
Philly. I love that
Philly.
spot. They're all great. Last night in Olives was wild.
That was off the chain.
That
Yeah.
was probably the most
I
energetic.
feel like
crowd we've had.
Northeast goes heavy a lot.
Yeah.
A lot of the Coheed fandom is in the tri-state Northeast. Like that's where the
Okay.
bulk of everything is. So like when we did the West Coast, we didn't get as great of a turnout. San Diego, because it was my hometown, we did. But I would say out here, people go a lot harder. Yeah, it's where the diehards are.
What's your favorite Coheed song to play, and why?
Dark Sentencer.
Dark Sentencer, because one day we're gonna play. It's not.
Does
on
it
the
have to
set
be
list
on our
now.
set?
Yeah,
Or-
I was
yeah,
gonna say.
No.
Okay, just at all.
Yeah,
Okay,
sure.
okay.
Okay.
Dark End.
I like playing Pearl of the Stars. That's a deep
Oh.
cut, but that's a really pretty acoustic picking part. That's
Okay.
probably like if I'm
Okay.
testing out a guitar, I just kind of play that. It's like a default riff, you know?
All
I'm
right.
gonna say Gravemakers and Gunslingers because there's a really cool part in the bridge where it's like a breakdown, and when we play it live, I make it like dirty heavy
Yeah,
metal.
it's fun.
So yeah,
And it's a fun title to say.
It's,
It
it's
is, yeah.
fun. We have an 808 bass drop in there. It just goes boom, and you go
Yeah.
into this breakdown. It's awesome. It's fun to play.
Very cool. All right, last one. What band made you fall in love with music, and what current band is keeping that fire alive?
I guess for me it was Green Day. Because
Okay.
American Idiot came out and I heard Holiday and I was like, I want to play guitar now. Currently, obviously Coheed, but I'm also huge on Ghost and I'm huge on Sleep Token.
Oh,
Those
okay.
are that's my trifecta: Ghost, Coheed, and Sleep Token.
All right, yeah, Sleep Token has been like
Oh yeah.
blowing up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they've had a big climb over the past
They
couple
have.
of years.
It's been like 2 years and those ticket prices are climbing. Up too.
Yeah,
It's insane.
yeah. That's
Yeah.
gonna be us soon.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the
500
hope,
bucks.
right?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know. Like as a kid, I was always like my dad's a musician, so like I was always like kind of involved. But I think Coheed is when they kicked it off. That was like I want to learn how to play all these songs, and I just became obsessed with like learning how to play Coheed songs. I was always drumming in like high school band and
Yeah.
stuff, but like Coheed was the one that kicked me off like on the kit. That like I was like, oh man, there's like a lot of little things going on. So and same thing now. I'd say Coheed, Sleep Token is also up there because they're always pressing the envelope. And Periphery is a huge influence. Periphery is a big one.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for
thank
joining
you.
us. That was the Neverenders, a Coheed and Cambria tribute band. You can check them out on Instagram at theneverendersband.com. The Neverenders Band. Look at me.
You can also
screwing
go there.
everything
That's
up.
our website.
Yeah, neverendersband.com. So check them out. See them when they play in a city near you. And this has been Bands That Rock, the segment for underdogs.
Yeah.